Hello, we are back with another laptop for repair. So this is a nice laptop, HP ProBook, and you can see it's i7. Most probably it should be 3rd gen, and the model number of this laptop is Folio 9470. So the problem with this laptop, the mouse pad, the touchpad is not working, which is this one is not working. So this laptop came from another repair shop. So already they have tried to repair the touchpad, so they couldn't fix it, so we got this laptop for repair. So let us see whether we can fix this one. So now let me try to turn on the laptop. And you can see here some screws are pointing outwards from the case inside, so most probably they have used long screws. So be careful in using the screws. Don't use long screws, so it will come towards outside. Okay, so the laptop has turned on. So here we have two mouse pads. So this is the trackball. Here we have a mouse and also this one. First let's check whether this one is working, just to confirm whether there's no problem with that. Okay, the laptop has turned on. Let me try to move the trackball. Yes, it's working, but with the touchpad here, no, it's not working. You see the mouse pad is staying at the same place. Okay, it looks like there's no problem with the connectors from the motherboard back to the touchpad here. So let's have a close look at it. This looks fine. Yeah, if you see that So they have kept the plastic above the connectors. So how it will communicate with the chip here? So there won't be any electrical voltage passing to this point, this pin here. So you should keep underneath this one. So let me connect it again. So this connector is also connected wrongly. So the plastic was above it. So actually we should keep under this connector so that it will have a good communication with the connectors here. So this is okay. It looks fine. Yes, it looks fine. On this side here, it looks a little damaged, but anyhow, it's no problem. We can connect that one. But I don't know whether what is the reason for this connector here. What is the purpose of this connector here? Is it for the is it actually for the touchpad or something else? Oh, this big connector, this is the one going for the touchpad. Okay, let me see. No, I think yes. So this is going for the touchpad, I think. Yes, this is a problem here. So there's only a communication to the touchpad is through this small cable. So we don't have any connections on this side here. So there's no connection going. So we have two ribbon connectors going through this way. So one is for something else, that is for the fingerprint here, and the other one is for the touchpad here. So the big connector is coming straight from this side here, all the way from this side back to this motherboard, small board here. So from there, from this point, from small connector, the touchpad communication is done through this way from the small connector. So this is the only communication that the touchpad can communicate to this motherboard here. And there's another connector going underneath it. Most probably this is for the buttons on the top. We have two buttons, so that is for that button here. The cables are there for that button. Okay, anyway, I'll try to connect it again correctly and I'll see whether the touchpad is working. Okay, so now I have managed to connect the cables. So I have used some of the plastic tape from another laptop. So everything is okay. Now let's go for a test. You look here. So when you look at this connector, so it's a reversible connector, which means the pins are pointing on this side is on downwards, but on this side the pins are pointing on upwards. So it's a reversible connector. So we need to check that before before putting this plastic in the connectors. Okay, now let me try to turn on the board. Okay, the laptop is turned on. No, still it's not working. I'm touching the touchpad, but it is not working. Okay, now we have to check the motherboard for issues that is causing for the touchpad to not work. First, let me check the voltages on the connectors on the touchpad to see if there is any signals coming into the touchpad. I'm sorry, actually I have not connected the connectors for the touchpad, so that's why it was not working earlier. Okay, let me connect it again. Connect properly. Right, it's connected properly. No, it's not working. Okay, so we have a problem. The touchpad is not working. Okay, now let's dive into the voltage checking. on the touchpad connectors. So basically the touchpad is working on system data and system clock, which is the SM bus communication from the laptop, from the PCH to the touchpad. So we have to check the voltages, basically 5 volt run power or always power, then the touchpad signals, the system data and system clock signals coming into the touchpad. So if everything is coming, we can ensure that the touchpad is dead. So that's why it's not detected with the motherboard. Okay, fine. Now let me turn off the laptop. This time I have to use only the adapter because I can't use the battery, as the touchpad is under the battery, so I can't check it. So I will connect the adapter now. Okay, I just wanted to say you something. So if you look at this connector here, so it's a reversible connector, which means we can connect either sides, because on both sides we have pins. But when you look at this connector here, we have only the pin underneath it, which is directly connected to these pins here. However, on this side, we have the connectors, the pins on both sides. On this side, on the top side and bottom side, we have pins for everything. So whichever the direction we connect the cables here, it's not a problem. But if we want to connect at this side, so we should check the polarity. Okay, so let me try that again. So first I will connect this cable. Oh wait, I'll connect this one first, pointing downwards. Yes, this side pointing downwards, this one here. Okay, so now I have managed to connect the cables correctly. So let me check the continuity from this pin to here. Yes, it's connected. This one is connected. And this one. Yes, connected. Okay, everything is connected. So let me try to power on the board again and test whether this is working. I need to confirm whether the touchpad is working. Then we can replace a brand new flex cable. So in order to confirm the reliability for it to be working in future. Okay, it turned on again. No, it's not working. Yes, it's working. Wow, amazing. I can't believe it. You see, it's working. So the problem is only with the connector. Right. Fine. Okay. So we need to replace a new connector here. or else we need to make this one very reliable for it to not to short the pins, because if you see one pin on one pin there will be supply, and on the other pin there will be a clock and data line going for the SMS communication back to the touchpad and back to the PCH here. So we should not short the power supply voltage with the system data system clock line. So if you short, either this touchpad or the PCH will be shorted. So we must be very careful with that. Okay, so now we have assembled the motherboard inside the laptop. So now we can go for a last test. So actually I don't know why did the repairman went to repair or remove this touchpad here, but actually it's working. There's no problem in this. So for what purpose did they remove the touchpad cables and try to damage the cables there? So I don't know about that. Anyway, so we have repaired the problem. So let me turn on the laptop now, and the Windows is loading. And is it working? Yes, it's working, no problem. So actually there's no problem in the laptop with the touchpad. So anyway, just be careful in handling the repairs. So don't need to go and damage the things that is working fine. So anyway, so we have tried to repair the cables to fit them correctly in the connector. So now it's working fine. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.